and welcome to Your Story in the Cards. This is for the week the May the 4th through the May the 10th, and as always this is a collective general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I have to tell you that I had surgery on my finger, and so my hands are a little bit cack-handed, so if I drop everything, please excuse me, but I'm going to do the best I can. Now, I'm starting off with Aries, and last week one of my lovely subscribers actually requested that I used E2, which is this deck of cards. Now, this is the Romeo and Juliet deck. Beautiful cards, so this is going to be for Aries. Right, as always, let me do some angel messages for you. And this is for Aries. Oh, didn't even get a chance to shuffle them. Finger is in the way. So as I say, please apologise if I drop all the cards. Okay, for Aries, please. What message can you give us for Aries? Did that one want to come out? Yes, there we go. Okay, so Aries, what have you got? You have the Angel of Communication. Communicate clearly, don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Interesting. Okay, Aries, what are you going to be doing this week? So let's have a look. For the numbers, which are the numbers that are going to be significant to Aries this week, please? Okay, let's just give this a shuffle. Okay, numbers for Aries, please. There we go, that one flew out, so that one's obviously very significant. And we have 2121, energy levels. Okay, the day you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy and stay focused. Your efforts will pay off. Remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. Very interesting. And up here, the small words are prosperity, harmony, journey, patience, discipline, focus, trust, and relationships. Okay, let's have a look, those. This is for Aries, and last week I changed the format, and that seemed to work, so I'm going to continue with that format. Okay, so for Aries, and for that one particular subscriber who requested this deck, please. Okay. I'm just going to give these a really, really good shuffle. Okay. So, goodness me, these ones keep wanting to come out. Okay, let's begin then. So one card, please, for how Aries... No, that's too many. One card, please, for how Aries is feeling. What is Aries projecting to the world? What is Aries projecting to the world? Thank you. And what is bubbling underneath the surface for Aries? What is bubbling underneath the surface? Bubbling underneath the surface for Aries, please. I'll just move that along there. Thank you. And what is the message Aries needs to see? What is the message for Aries, please? What is the message? Thank you. And then, what is the outcome? Okay. Put this one here, and then as always, I use these just to give me an idea of what the reading is going to be about. So this is for Aries, please. Just give them a good shuffle. Well, that one flew out, so it obviously wants to come out. The Jack of Diamonds, interesting. So, focus on money and finances, but also a message coming through to you. And it's going to be a message regarding your finances. It's not going to be bad luck. It's going to be something good coming through for you. But we'll have a look further and find out exactly what is going on for you, Aries. Right, let's have a look. What are you showing the world? What are you projecting? Oh, well, you're showing that, hey, everything's fine for you. You're really happy in your job. You're really happy doing what you're doing, lots of activity, you're doing lots of planning, lots of preparation. You're talking with a lot of people. You're in a job where you're with lots of people doing lots of things. But this is also saying to me that, you know what, maybe you just need to make a few little changes to whatever it is you're doing to actually get to that next step up the ladder. Because this is basically saying, yeah, everything's going great for you, but you know what? You do have ambitions, and maybe you do want to go a bit further. So this is what you're portraying to the world. You're actually saying, yeah, everything's great. I'm really enjoying my job. I'm really enjoying whatever activity it is that I'm doing. I'm really, really, really into it. Deep down, I think you know that you do need to make a few little changes, and then you will get to that next rung. That's what you really, really want to do. So what is it that's bubbling underneath the surface? What is it that you're thinking about? 5 of Spades. Okay, Aries, you are in a little bit of a dilemma here. This is in stark contrast to what you are showing the world, because this is a card which is stressed. You are very stressed about something. There's something going on, as I say, bubbling underneath the surface, which is stressing you out. Is it because, now, if I have a look at this one, it says here, the day you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. Now, that was this one. This is what you're actually showing the world. So, are you stressed about that? Are you worried about that? Is there something going on that you feel is going to hold you back from achieving what it is that you want to achieve? Now, this is a card also about your health and your well-being. Now, you are bubbling under the surface, which you're not showing everybody. You're keeping it to yourself, but you're anxious about something. You're very stressed about something, and you're almost doing something which is detrimental to your own health. And it's something like, it could be something like, you know, you're overeating, or you're not doing the exercise that you should be doing, or, you know, you're holding your self back from something. So that's very, very interesting. But Aries, this is something, as I said, this is something for you to be aware of. And we will delve into this further as we carry on and we clarify. So what is the message that you need to hear? Well, we've got the 7 of Hearts. Okay, so there is something going on around your family or emotionally. Something is happening, and you're worried about possible setbacks. You're worried about something happening. And when it's the 7 of Hearts, this is actually saying, yeah, there may well be a setback. There may well be. But you know what? You're going to be able to resolve it really, really quickly. Now, is it something to do with this, which is communicate clearly? Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Are you holding yourself back? Because this is the card, as I say, you're worried about something. So are you holding yourself back from addressing something to do with the family or your partner or a close friend? Are you holding yourself back because you're worried about communicating clearly, because you think that that's going to cause all sorts of problems? Let's have a look. And what is the outcome? What is the potential outcome? Well, we've got the 4 of Hearts. And the 4 of Hearts is saying, you know, whatever it is that's going on, whatever it is that you're worried about, whatever it is that you are concerned about, something which is an issue or a problem that you're worried about, is actually going to turn out okay. You have got a lot of security, you have got a lot of love, and with your home life especially, you know, you are going to get that security. So maybe there's something to do with a job, okay? And you really, really want to go ahead. It's stressing you out because maybe your family member is holding you back from that. Maybe, you know, you think, oh, I've got a family and I can't really do those things, so maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I shouldn't be pushing myself even further. And that's what this is. But ultimately, you are going to get stability. And it's saying here as well that your efforts will pay off. Remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. So I think what the cards are basically trying to tell you is that, yeah, you are going to succeed. Don't stress yourself out. You know, don't sort of worry about miscommunication or anything like that with family members, because it is going to work out for you. It is. but it might not be as fast as you want it to. Now we've got ones here as well, and ones are all about new beginnings, new starts. So things are going to happen. And we've got the twos. Now the twos is something for you to be aware of, because the twos could be something to do with a repetition of something. So maybe something has been happening that keeps on happening and it hasn't been addressed properly. Let's have a look at this one. So let's have a look at this 9 of clubs for Aries, please. And with my gammy fingers, it's all a bit peculiar trying to shuffle these. 9 of clubs for Aries, please. 9 of clubs. There we go. And we've got the King of Diamonds. Now, bearing in mind that this is all you. Okay, this is all your thought processes, but this is what you are projecting to the world. And you are projecting to the world that you actually are quite in control of the situation. Whatever it is happening, you're quite in control, but you're also, you are also thinking very, very clearly about a situation. Whatever this situation is that maybe you want to manifest, you are actually thinking quite deeply about it, but you're showing the world that you're really in control of the whole situation. You know, you're showing them, I know what I want to do, I know what I want to achieve, and you know what, I'm going to do it, I'm just going to go for it. That's what you're showing the world. Now, this one here, this is what's deep down that you're not showing the world, that you're worried about, or this is what's bubbling underneath the surface. So let's have a look at this 5 of spades, please. Thank you for Aries. Ace of diamonds. Now that is a 1, okay, because the aces are 1s, and then we've got the 1s here. So there's obviously something new happening, and because it's an ace and it's the ace of diamonds, okay, you are definitely wanting to move ahead. You are stressing yourself out about the fact that maybe things aren't happening as fast as you want them to. This is what you want. You want a new start. You want your finances and everything to get on an even keel. You want everything to work out, which is what this one is as well. This is what you're showing the world. You're showing the world, I'm in control of my finances. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm about. I know I'm going to achieve it. This is you worrying about it, thinking, oh God, how am I going to achieve this? But with the Ace of Diamonds, this is definitely you actually being very much in control of what it is you want to achieve. This Ace of Diamonds is also about a message coming in, which is what this one is here. This is a message coming in. So you are definitely going to be getting some sort of message coming in regarding your financial situation. This may well be a young person who is going to be talking to you as well. But it's going to be about your money situation and your finances. But this is what is uppermost on your mind at the moment, that you want this fresh new beginning when it comes to your finances. That's actually a really, really nice card to counteract the negativity of this 5 of spades, which is what has been bogging you down. Deep down, you know that you're going to be able to resolve this whole situation. You just need to, perhaps it is, communicate with somebody, communicate clearly with somebody to help you resolve this situation. Now let's have a look at this 7 of hearts, please. What can you tell us about this? Well, there we go. It's interesting how all the clarifiers so far are diamonds. So this is all about your financial situation. Now, this is the 5 of diamonds, and when it's 5s, it's all about the body, it's all about you, it's all about how you're handling stuff. And this is a card of anxiety as well, anxiety and worries. So you are definitely worried and you're anxious about addressing a situation with your loved one. That's what these cards are telling me. Your loved one, or a very, very close family friend, or a close family member. You're concerned about it, and you're concerned about, I think, communicating clearly. I think that is what you're concerned about, because this financial situation is what is consuming you at the moment, and you're concerned about addressing it. You're worried about how you're going to address the situation. Let's have a look at this Five of Diamonds a bit more, please. Five of Diamonds for Aries. What can you tell us about this Five of Diamonds for Aries? Thank you. Five of Diamonds for Aries, please. Thank you. Huh. And another diamond. This is so significant, Aries, so significant to your reading. Uppermost in your mind and uppermost in what is happening for you is all about your finances. Now, the lovely thing about this six is that once you have addressed the situation, and as I said to you with this one, yeah, there's going to be a setback, there's going to be an issue, a problem, you know, maybe miscommunication or whatever, but it's going to be easily resolved. So once you've got over your anxiety of how to address this situation, what this card is saying is that, you know what, it's all going to work out okay. Everything is going to work out fine for you. And especially with your financial situation, you know, you're definitely thinking about it here. You're trying to sort it out. And you may well get some sort of message. You may get something from the bank, for example, something which is going to say to you, oh, you know what, your investments are going to be fine, or whatever. Because this is also a card of investments. It is also a card of buying a new house, or buying a car, or buying something material, something that you've been wanting for quite a long time. This is saying, you know what, you are going to be able to purchase it. Because I do feel that perhaps that is what has been the problem with this close family member, that you wanted to do something, or he or she has wanted to do something, and you have said, or he has said, you know what, no, we can't do that yet because we haven't got the money, we haven't got the finances sorted out, blah, 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 blah. So this is why this is saying, don't be afraid to tackle the issue like it is. Very, very important. And then this one here is this, which it says, the day you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. And this is what this is. This is you moving closer to the ultimate goal that you have put in place for yourself. But as I say, it is also about investments and using your money wisely. Very, very nice card to go with this, and I hope it sort of alleviates any problems that you have been experiencing, and it helps you move forward. You've got 2 5s now, so that is definitely excuse me, all about the body. It's all about you. So there's a lot of focus on you and how you are dealing with this situation. So let's have a look at this 4 of Hearts, please. Can we have one card for the 4 of Hearts for Aries, please? One card. Thank you. That one flew out, so that one is obviously very significant. And we have the 4 of Diamonds. Another 4 with this 4. Now the 4s are all about stability and they are all about security. And you have these 2 now. So this is stability and security when it comes to your emotions, your family, your home life. And now you've got this all about your monetary situation. It is so intriguing that everything now is a diamond. And that is all about your money situation. And this is saying you may well be getting some paperwork that you need to sign regarding money. So maybe this is what this message is here. Maybe something's coming through. There's paperwork that you need to sign about an investment, or maybe opening up a new bank account or doing something. But this is what this card is all about. And it's a very... whenever I see the 4 of Diamonds, I also see it. I see clear. It's everything is clear. You've been focusing on what it is you want to achieve, and now you have achieved it, and you have a lot of stability around you. I love that for you, Aries. And as I say, it so ties in with all of this money situation. It must be quite significant to you at the moment. Okay, let's have a look. We've got some oracle cards here, and this is for Aries. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with my finger. Let me have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Made a pick zero of that one, Debbie. Goodness me. Let's try this again. Okay. Okay. For Aries, please. What is the Oracle card? What is the Oracle card that is significant to Aries today, please, or for this week? What is the Oracle card? Well, that was a bit too many. One card, please, for Aries. One card. Well, I'm going to take this one. This one here, because this is one that opened up. Interesting. Intention. That's what this is all about. Intention. That is what this is all about. Intention. And it's another 2 2s here. 2 2s. And if you add up the 2 2s, you come to a 4, which is stability. But with the 2s and these 2s, I do feel that this is telling you, I think you have been in this situation before and you haven't communicated clearly to get it sorted out. So I do believe that's what the cards are saying. They are saying make sure you communicate. Make sure that you don't get anxious and stressed out about a situation. Make sure you know clearly exactly what it is that you want to manifest and manifest it, because you have that ability to do that. And I do think that, as I say, in the past, perhaps you haven't communicated clearly and you've had issues with this family member or this close friend, and it has caused problems, caused issues, but it's never been addressed. The cards are saying, address it, have that intention of clearing everything and moving past the repetition of the past. That's what I feel that is saying. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards now. These cards that I'm not going to pronounce because I can't. And let's just give these a shuffle up. Okay, for Aries, please. Can you give us one? Thank you. There we go. And we have the ship. And we have a 3. Okay, we haven't got any other 3s here. We just got this 1 3. And the 3 is all about steady, slow progress, moving ahead, which ties in with this one, which says, remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. Also, it is a ship. And when it's a ship, things are definitely moving. It could actually mean that you're going on holiday or something. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you want to go on holiday and do something fun. But this is the card which is suggesting that. Now, down the bottom here, we have the 10 of Spades. Now, the 10 of Spades is telling you that all the grief, all the anguish, all the stress, all the horrible things that you've been worried about and things that have been happening around you, that's all going to come to an end, because this is a 10. So it's like a new leaf is going to be turned over. You are going to start afresh, because the 1 ties in with the 1s here. So Aries, I do like that for you, and I think it's fantastic that you've got all of these money cards. There is something very, very significant around you. I really think that the cards are telling you to communicate clearly, don't get into a repetitive cycle, and use the best intention to get things resolved and get things moving. I do hope you like that, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.